December 1, 2021. Wow, this is the last month of 2021 before we're in a whole brand new year. So yes, as you can tell from the video title, I'm going to be doing Beyblade battles with the Microsoft Lumia 950 XL. Why this one in particular? Because most of the time I record these battles with two phones typically. Well, not that I mix the videos, but like, you know what I mean. So that would be the Razer Phone 2 and the iPhone 8 Plus. This time, I'm doing the 950 XL because I've tested just about every phone in my collection. Like, I've done the BlackBerry Passport. I've done two variants of the Note 4. Not sure if I've done the S5, nor do I know if I plan to do it, but I've done most of the phones in my collection, but not this one. What's interesting about this phone is that before I acquired my 60 FPS phones, the 4K 60 FPS phones I should say, this used to be my go-to phone for all my unboxings and stuff, but because it doesn't have 60 FPS, it's why I don't use it anymore. Well, at least not for like unboxing. Of course I still use it for like outdoor stuff and whatever, but I just don't use it as like my main phone for unboxing. This video special, I'm going to be doing Beyblade battles between all the generations. The first 20 minutes of it is going to be Bakuten shoot, then next will be Metal Fight, and then Burst. And yes, I only have two Bakuten shoots at the moment, so if seeing battles between these two is going to bore you, then you can get the Bakuten shoot out of here. It's not like I'm going to be using this stadium the whole time anyways. I'm going to switch it up. Probably should switch it up now because all it's doing is just making these guys explode. Because the way this stadium is set up is that it has these slopes, so as soon as they launch, they just go right into each other and then they just go boom. Well, at least if you're a stamina type, that is. For attack types, they'll run around for a bit first before they attack each other. But like these two, honestly, I don't even remember what type they're supposed to be. I think they're supposed to be like balance or something like that. And yes, what I must say about this phone though is that I like that it has a big microphone at the front of it, so I can chat up into it and you will hear the sound nice and crisp. In fact, I don't even have to talk all that close to it and the sound will be very good because it has a microphone, another one actually somewhere I think around here and another one like around there. So in terms of audio and actual video quality, I would honestly say that it actually beats the Razer Phone 2. It's just a crying shame though that it doesn't have 4K 60 FPS, because if it did, you can bet it would have been really, really good. And yeah, I'm gonna watch this one spin out, which I actually just like switch games or whatever, I don't know. Okay, I guess I'm just going to do this one. And then I'm going to do this one again. But really though, the audio on this one is really, really impressive. The last time I raised the videos that I've been editing, it's like I find myself having to turn the volume rather loud because it's not easily heard when I keep it low. It also doesn't help that the XPS 2760 itself has really loud fans, so it makes it even harder to hear the phone, which again sucks and has nothing to do with Beyblade. But while I'm just talking about audio, cameras, and the reason why I'm using this phone, it's important to mention this stuff. It is. And yeah, I think I'm going to switch stadiums. It's a shame I didn't get a third stadium for this because it would have made it at least a bit more interesting if I did. I mean, before this day, I tried actually getting some Bakuten shoots locally, but that didn't go. And honestly, though, if I were smart, I should have just requested it through Reddit, because if I had just posted an advertisement through Reddit stating that, hey, I'm looking for some Canadians and Bakuten shoots, I would have had an offer in no time. But I didn't do that because I just wasn't being the smartest chap that day. Anyways, I think I'm going to switch the stadiums up now because this is rather boring. Just shooting each other out like that. So let's go with this one. And let's begin. So Hopefully things will be more interesting this time. And hopefully this thing's bit chip will stay in place. That was a very bad launch, but whatever. Actually, no, that was seriously not fair though. That was so unfair. You know, let's try to have these two on the launch at the same time to make things a bit more fair, like that. Alright, so now I'm going to launch Voltaic. Next. This one. I wonder if somebody's going to break doing so many battles between these two. You see, this is why it's actually a good idea to have multiple so that you can rotate. Yeah. Well, that's that. Do I really actually do 20 minutes of this? Now you think about it, I think it's actually pretty darn boring. Maybe I might actually have to just do maybe 10 minutes of Bakuten shoot because I think 20 is going to be brutal. I don't know. Or will it not? Oh, whatever, I'll just keep going anyway. If I had a third stadium, it wouldn't have been as bad. But I only have two. And yeah, that was kind of boring. Alright, I'll try this one and see what's that the chance this time. There goes the bit chip again! Wow, man, why does your bit chip keep flying off? That's not good. That's not good. Now, if the bit chip flies off, can I still launch it the same way? Let's see what happens. Oh, yeah, actually, yeah, I can. It spins the same way, too. Okay, no, you know, actually, I just need to launch a Voltaic first, just to make it fair. Because Voltaic clearly has no problems with its bit chip coming off, so, yes. And it's still losing. Why? What's going on? Does Seaborg just suck? Yeah, I think actually for Bakuten shoot, never mind about 20 minutes. I'm going to actually just keep it to 10. Initially, I was thinking I'd make it 20, but 20 is going to be way too repetitive and just too boring. If I had at least 3 stadiums and 3 Bakutens, sure. But when it's just 2 and just 2 stadiums, I'm going to be scraping the barrel to keep it interesting, so I don't know, unless I'm gonna just change stadiums again at this point. Actually, no, if I don't have to, I guess I should just first start with reattaching the bit chip first. And then maybe retry Dynamite Battle again and seeing if it'll do better. Yeah, they're not running around the place because they're not in. Okay, that's still more interesting. Oh, a tie. Well, okay, so I guess, you know, between the two, this stadium is a bit more exciting. Yeah, this stadium is definitely the more exciting. So, you know, maybe it's actually possible. Maybe we can do 20 minutes. Just maybe. I mean, if I'm going to do 20 minutes, the least I can do is just try and talk about interesting things. Yeah, if I'm going to talk about interesting things, like perhaps what I'll be doing for the channel this month and the plans. So yes, I should actually talk about just that. So at this time, which is so obviously December 2021, because I said it right at the beginning of the video, this channel is months behind its upload schedule. In fact, I only... I didn't get to finish my sentence. Anyway, so it was only just recently that I uploaded the November 2020 videos. Yes, I know. November 2020 versus December 2021. That's like nearly a year's worth of videos behind. That's deeply shameful. So for 2022, I'm gonna have to work really hard to get the videos up to the present month. So that means that if I'm gonna try to accomplish that, I'm going to have to try and get no less than 3 months worth of uploads uploaded within a month. Now some might say, oh, it's not going to be torture the reason the answer to that is no. Because unlike some people that believe in working 7 days a week, including weekends, I do not. What I do is I just keep my business between Monday to Friday typically, and usually 9 to 5-ish. Sometimes I have to do a little bit overtime, but yeah, so as long as I just consistently do that, it should be possible. But one thing that has me kind of concerned is that I'm looking at some of these months in 2021 I previously shot videos in, and some of them have as much as 30 videos. Yes, 30. And when I looked at it, I'm like, whoa, that's definitely going to take a long time to get through that month. Because like, in comparison to 2020, I don't think I've ever had a month where there was like 20 or 30 videos filmed at once. I think at most, maybe there was a month where I probably had like 12, 15 videos done, but to have 30, that is intense. So you have to be very dutiful and very consistent. That cannot be stressed enough if I'm serious about that. But anyways, so aside from video stuff, what else do I plan to do for 2022? Well, actually, I've got a bit of other things. Like, I mean, wow, Seaboy finally gets a win. But anyways, as you'll notice that for 2021, I don't think I've shot a single casual instrument to noise session. I think it was only maybe been like 1 or 2 commentary videos. So once I get this whole month behind issue out of the way, I would definitely like to do more casual instrument to noise sessions. In fact, I'd like to restart that thing because it's like it feels weird that I haven't done it in forever. Before it used to be like a staple, but ever since the video started going be. Hold on, what is that? Is that a paint chip or is that plastic? I'll have to focus the camera so you can see it. But yeah, I don't know. I think it looks like parts of the paint. I don't know, is it just me or does this thing kind of look lopsided, like it might blow? I don't know. No, whatever. I'm gonna just keep it going anyways. So, what about this month? What am I doing this month? This month, I am going to be hosting the biggest Christmas party ever. We're going out with a blast. And yeah, I'm so obviously because with this new Omicron thing going on, that's definitely not going to be happening. Now, if you don't know what Omicron is, then you've been living behind. Actually, am I butchering that? Am I even pronouncing that word correctly? I believe it's spelled Omicron, if I got it right. So, because of that, there's now more traveling restrictions once again. Not that I ever planned to travel anyways. No, it's funny though, because I believe it was either yesterday or 2 days ago that I was seeing Barbados trending in Canada. I'm like, that's interesting. Why is that so? Are people planning to go there, vacation there, live there, do business there? Because with Omicron popping up in a bunch of places, I'm not sure if they're gonna get to do that. I mean, I'm pretty sure that there are other places that might have been trending, but for some reason I'm not sure why Barbados is the one that appeared to me on Twitter, but weird, because Barbados is not. Well, actually, yes, Barbados is a country on the list that I actually don't have some. I know I'm twisting my tongue again. It sounds weird, but anyway, what I was trying to say is that I do plan to visit Barbados maybe someday, but it's just not ultra high on the priority list. Yeah, that's what I meant to say. It's not ultra high on the priority list. There are other places in the Caribbean that. Well, actually, who am I kidding? If we're talking the Caribbean, then yeah, it probably would be a bit higher on my go-to list. Trinidad, Jamaica, and Barbados. Yeah. Those are the picks for the Caribbean. Why? Well, I don't think it would be a mystery to you, because if it is, then you're new to the channel. And that means you have to educate yourself. Alright. Just 15 more minutes, not 15, it's 5 more minutes of Bakuten torture, and we are out. We'll finally be able to move to the exciting bits of it. In fact, you know what? Let me bring them out right now just for a tease. Yes. if you can endure 5 more minutes without skipping, you will get to see these guys battling. You might just be like, well, okay, can't you just battle with these two to make it more exciting? No. We're keeping this pure. Only Bakuten. I was kind of thinking of maybe making Bakuten go against a couple of birds since they're both fast, but I'm like, no. For this video, it must be 20 minutes purely of Bakuten, and then 20 minutes purely of metal fight, and then 20 minutes purely of burst. Yeah. But you know what? To make it at least a bit more exciting for your eyeballs, when I have some people just sit. Oh no, this one's too big. This kit is too big to fit in there, so yeah, we're gonna have this one sit here. We're gonna have this one sit here, and then this one. Oh no, it's too big. We need people with narrow tips. Yes, narrow tips to fit in. Narrow tips. Yes, they're gonna be watching Bakuten before they come in to fight. They're coming up. Yes, they're coming. They're gonna fight real soon. Actually, no, we'll have these two watch. Yes, there we go. Metal fight is there to make it more, at least. Actually, that doesn't sound right. Metal fight's there to make it more interesting to look at. Yeah. I think what I was saying from before sounded grammatically incorrect. But anyways, let's not be too worried about, I mean, well, of course you have to be worried about grammar, but not to the point that you just have to be so concerned that you're not too focused on the battles. So anyways, let's just go. Let's shoot. Oh yeah, that's something I noticed. I haven't said go shoot not even once in this video. So you know what? That was not a good idea. Yeah, okay, no, thankfully didn't even need marks or cuts, but that hurt. Anyways, so alright, so both there.
Are you ready? 3, 2, 1, go shoot! 3, 2, 1, go shoot!
Wow. And yeah, his finger still hurts from touching that thing when it was going too fast. Thank goodness I didn't do that to one of those sharper metal fights, because it probably legit made me bleed. In fact, some of these Bakutens actually do make people bleed, but thankfully because these two are on the rounder side, they won't quite do that. But woo! Did you see that? He jumped! He was going after, what's your name again? Rock Leone? Yeah. Whoa, he was going after Rock Leone. We'll let Voltaic spin around for a bit while we get this thing's bit chip on once again. Can you count how many times this thing's bit chip flew off in the battle? Because I sure can't. It's happened so many times that it's like, whoa, man, like just whoa. Okay, so you can't actually see these guys unless I bring this further up like that. And you won't see these guys unless I bring it further down like that. But okay, you know, we need to see the pocket, so it was the wrong way anyways. Yeah, I had it the wrong way. Yikes, that's not good. Well, anyways, there's only 1 more minute left of Bakuten. You're probably happy, maybe you're sad. Or maybe you would have been happy if there were more. As person, I would have been happier too, but I didn't get my Bakuten act together, so yeah, let's just shoot. Let's just shoot. Okay, where did that go? While they're fighting, I'm gonna have to take my eyes off of them because actually never mind, I need to see this match. I want to see who's gonna win. Yeah, obviously it was gonna be Voltaic. Obvious enough. Man, you can eject a bit chip. Why? Why? Oh, why? So you know what? It is what it is. Bakuten, you had your moment. So put your bit chip together. Smile for the camera, and we're moving on to the 2nd generation of Beyblade. Let's get a good close-up of these two. Yes. You see that? that's Lumia quality. Or should I say Zeiss quality? Or maybe both. Technically both. Because Zeiss optics on a Lumia device. Alright, Bakuten, out of here. Beyblade, Beyblade, Metal Fight, Gangnam Bakuten, ear Now remember, I am so obviously not Japanese, so if I butcher the lyrics, you cannot have high expectations because I am not Japanese, and therefore if you have high expectations, you're gonna get slapped, and I will shove one of these down your throat and watch you fall over and die. Okay, sorry, that's too dark. Anyway, this is Fight. No, seriously, that was really dark to me. Try not to think about that too hard. Because, I'm actually a nice guy. As long as you're nice, too. You have to stop and not stink. If you stink, then it won't matter if you're nice or not. Because if you stink, it's just going to make me want to stay away from you. So please don't stink. Is it me or is the light giving that thing some weird glare? Let's try that again. Ready? Yes. Yes, oh yes. Whew, it feels so good to be playing a Metal Fight. Yes, I know I'm biased because it's my favorite generation, but you know what? That's the difference of Bakuten. If you actually made it without skipping, kudos to you. Because I had to really stretch it to make it interesting. But here now, I don't even have to worry about talking too much or trying to make it interesting because Metal Fight is interesting by default. You don't have to try too hard to make it interesting. Unless, of course, you're launching stamina types in a stadium that's too flat, then you'll have to try to actually make it interesting. Because I've seen videos just like that, where the stadium was way too damn flat, and those videos even made the person filming the video want to yawn. So, that says a lot. But to be fair, it's not just a Metal Fight that has this issue, it's any generation really with stamina types or defense types that go into stadiums that are just too flat. Hey, why am I using this one? I should have started with Dynamite Battle. Or actually, no, who cares? At least with this one, you get to watch these guys just watch them. So that's cool in its own right. So let's put some of them to good use. And let's have these two fight. They're scraping each other on the stick. No, not scraping each other. They're scraping themselves rather on the walls. Is somebody gonna burst? Kind of sounds like it for some reason. I don't know. It's also interesting to note that even though Metal Fight technically doesn't burst, that it and burst are the only two generations that can actually burst without adverse consequences. Because if a Bakuten suit ever bursts, it doesn't actually burst. It's just outright destroyed. Like, I mean, you might see a piece or two fly off, like the bit chip or something, and they'll be okay. But, like, if any more comes off than that, then yikes. But for Metal Fight now, I can tell you with experience from my videos that when they do burst, that they're okay. Just to tighten them up. Although, that's what I thought until I recently looked at Reddit, and I've seen some people that apparently had the metal snap in two, or the face was break. And in my mind, I'm wondering, how the hell did he let that happen? And when I read the post, they're like, oh, extreme force, or this and that, and whatever. So basically, what it boils down to is just extreme force and, I guess, intense use. So they can actually break in a lethal way, contrary to what I thought. But I'm assuming those people are the types that are probably blasting like maybe every day or almost every day. So yeah, that's interesting that they actually can have their metal break, because I was under the impression that that can't actually happen. I mean, their tips of course can wear because they're plastic. I don't imagine if they were to jump on each other excessively that of course they'd crack this part, which is obviously made of plastic. But like the metal to break though, that's something that I think won't honestly happen too often. Ouch! Yes, actually, speaking of this guy, yeah, it was this guy that I recently saw on Reddit where somebody posted a broken picture of it. Actually, it was its facebolt that broke. And here's the hilarious part of it. They said that it broke as a result from their Pegasus hitting it with the force of Lane's plot armor. Now, who is Lane, you're asking? Well, it's supposed to be the antagonist of Burst's Super King season. I've never actually watched it before, by the way. I'm just taking their word for it. Or actually, no, it's official. It's actually a fact that that's who it is. For Dynamite Battle, it's looking like it's going to be Phenomenal Pain. Again, I'm not an expert on these things because I only very recently started watching the show because I recently, well not recently, I guess I'd say at this point a couple months ago, picked up Burst, which eventually led to me picking up Metal Fight and then Bakuten. So it's interesting how it went that way, that I first started with Burst, then Metal Fight, and then Bakuten. It's like the other way around. Anyway, this battle. But yeah, I had to just mention that because if we're going to be talking about breaking metals and Reddit and whatever, and the story behind it, yeah, all of that commentary was very much necessary. What I like about this phone is that I don't have to worry about the audio being too quiet when editing time comes because, as I said earlier in the video, its microphones are champions. Really, Samurai? Why do you lose to your older brother? It's supposed to be the stronger one. Okay, let's see what happens if I launch him first. Maybe I already did that, but I wasn't paying attention because I was way too into commentary. Yeah, see, it's beating it! That almost looked like a tie, but wow. How about you? Oh, that was a fail. Okay, let's bring out more Metal Fights. There's a lot that I can use, but I only have 13 minutes. Or should I cheat and make it an extra 10 minutes because Metal Fight's the best? I might do that. Or maybe not. I don't know. We'll see. Okay, maybe I can use this one. You know, I'll just take out a bunch of stuff. Might not necessarily use them all, but I'll just take them out and I'll just see how it goes. Cool. Include this one. Or was it this one actually that was the one that broke in that Reddit post? I don't know. It was either this one or this one. Well, I'm almost certain it was this one. I'm just glad that it wasn't mine. Seriously, I'm just glad it wasn't mine. Some of these guys, I think I should just let them sit on the side. Yeah. Maybe have these two sit on the side again. Look more interesting. I haven't used this one very much, so let's use it. It's such a bad launch. Oh my gosh, that was so bad. Actually, let's have the two cats. Yeah. Oh, beat.
beats Leon. Get it? It beats Leon.
Wow. Beats. I was not expecting that. I was thinking this guy was gonna spin out or something. Wow. Let's do that again. Oh, I need to put the dynamite back because, yeah. Although I guess before I do that, I should probably do a bit more attack types first before we do, yeah. But again, I might just cheat and get Metal Fight 10 extra minutes. I might. Maybe. Are you kidding me? What was that? Like, were you so afraid of Nemesis that you just exited? Can't do that. Not my best launch. What do I have to do? And he beat him. See, oh, that was such a bad beating. Whoa! Beat him hard. Okay, who else did I beat? I'm gonna try this random one because why not? Well, what a hard beating. Beat him too. Wow. All right, let's try this guy. Okay, that was too easy. Wow, that was too easy. Well, I'm gonna miss the aesthetics of these guys a lot, but it's time to switch stadiums. Now, this stadium is a lot more exciting for stamina types because they don't spend the time just wandering, lounging, yawning, scratching their butts. They don't do that. So, speaking of stamina types, let's start this off with Basalt and Phantom. Should have done okay, log the focus is going to be jumping a lot. Yeah, in this stadium, when using attack types, stamina types rather, it's important to keep the focus locked so it's not constantly trying to refocus whenever they jump or make intense vibrations, which is something that's going to happen a lot with these stamina types in the stadium. So yeah, let's do Basalt first. Let's refocus and make it you hear the way they're scraping it? Dang. Where's Cygnus? Which might just be my favorite metal fights of all time because of how beautiful it is. I don't know, maybe should I keep the focus off? I don't know. Maybe I'll actually keep it off. Let's see how it does. Man, Basalt is powerful. Dang. This thing is virtually unbeatable. And it's still going too. What a powerful thing. Let's realign the pockets. The only thing an attack type? Looks like a defense type to me. Wow. Because if the tip that round, you would think it'd be a. Then again, what do I know about it? It's just. Yeah. I've done my research, but like. That was like a stamina type or something. Actually, maybe it is a stamina type. Yeah, I think it's stamina. Actually, I don't know. Let me just stop guessing because I'm sounding really dumb. Let's try some tactics in the stadium. Round and round and round and round. Who will make the first big giga impact? Although the red one is mostly in the center. Yes, I know its name is Thermal Thirta, but you know it's just easier to cut the red one. Oh. Looks like the red one's gonna lose. Oh no! Yeah, looks like he's gonna lose. Interesting. Now let's use you in let me change the focus. Let's use you in right spin, then when you use it in left spin, but who will be your opponent? I do not know. How about actually let me look around. How about this guy? Yeah, he's unique. And he knocked you out. Okay. Wow. So how about we use him first? We'll use you again. And that's it. I failed. I failed so bad. I failed so bad. It's sad. Now they're upside down showing their butts and their penises. Okay, there's no penises, but you knew that. How did you lose again? Do you suck that hard? Okay, you know what? Let's... And it looks like it's still lost. Wow. It is what it is. Let's do the 3 dragons. Oh, the 2 dragons. What a hit! Wow. Okay, where did it go though? Where did he go? Okay, you know, he knocked him so far that I actually can't find it, so I'm probably gonna have to look for it off camera. Yeah. What a hit! That's what you call a giga impact. Well, okay, maybe giga is a bit too excessive to use, but seriously, man, like it was so intense that he's lost somewhere. Like he went over there. I don't know where he went. Oh no! Let's do these two because I was talking about these two earlier. Interesting results. 3, 2, 1, go! shoot! 3, 2, 1, go shoot! Leon, I would like for you to win this battle. Good. As much as I want to continue Metal Fight, I told myself that for this video, I would leave it to just 20 minutes per generation, so we're gonna have to move on to Burst. And here we are. That's the 3rd generation. Beyblade Burst. Let's go. Let's start this off with this bad one. Is this gonna be a tie? For some reason I kind of think so. Oh no! Actually, Bell won this one. That's interesting. So what would happen if I launched him first though? Would that change the result of things? Let's see. Who do I use next? How about this guy and El Drago, because that's just classical. That's not very awkward. Way to launch. And I have to relaunch Pegasus because this guy is kind of misbehaving. Or should I just throw him in anyway? No, should I want to be fair to Pegasus? Pegasus, stop spinning. That was a much better launch anyway, so yes. Oh, that was too hard. That was way too... I don't know if you heard that, but that was so hard. I'm gonna take my launcher. They really need to make these strings longer, man. Like, this isn't long enough. The minimum, bare minimum, should be 55 centimeters. But ideally, this should be 1 meter long, man. Like this? Like, what is this? It might look long on camera, but if you actually measure it, give or take, maybe like 35 centimeters, if even so much. I'm probably more like 30, to be honest. Anyways. Who should I use next? Gosh, I don't know. Wish I had more left spinners. Whatever, I'll just go with this one. Oh, never mind. I guess not. I guess I'm just gonna have to go with, if I break this launcher, don't know why. How is this fight going to go? It's actually quite cool. And yeah. The Dragon Boy lost. Actually, no, they're technically both Dragon Boys because if you look, they both have dragons. One is a golden dragon, the other is a white dragon. Come on, I want you two to pose. Yes. That's a good pose. Not sounding too good for the dragon. I should say the white dragon. Yeah, he was gonna lose, but he did his best. sounded really weird. Let's try that again. Launch that one today, so it was really the first fight. So let's redo that and try to launch quicker this time. About more predictable. I hear some sounds. Where I launch? Admittedly, I didn't launch you too good, so I think I'll redo that. Yeah, I didn't launch you so good at all. Why am I opening this one? Oh! That was a hard beating. It's a very hard beating. Yeah, so this phone gave me an overheating warning at about 6 to 7 minutes in. I was hoping I would get 20 minutes per generation clean, so that would be like just 3 video clips that I would just splice into one 60-minute video, but now it looks like it's gonna have to be 4 video clips. It'll still be around 60 minutes, so I'm gonna be closer to like 65 to be honest. So yeah, for this video clip, I'll make it about, well, if you do the math, it's gonna have to be like 12, 13 minutes, so let's do that. Still would have been better than doing this video over YouTube. This guy just added, he's like, I'm done. Who do I use next? Let's see. Who haven't I touched so far? Who have I not touched so far? Who haven't I touched much yet? I think I touched all of them actually, so I guess I'll just do this one. And then do this one. Fail. Oh, what I want to launch them anyways. Actually, all I'm going to do is I'm going to tap into the launcher and then quickly relaunch this one. Yeah, that's what I'm ready. I'm trying, man. I'm trying. Whatever. We'll just I'll just throw something else in there. Yeah, I'll just throw something else in there. I know this guy's gonna lose, but whatever. Yeah, he still lost. Even when he had the advantage, he still lost. You're actually not fast. I'm gonna launch you first since you're so hard to launch. And yeah, I'm gonna launch you first. Okay, as you can tell the sounds from that, I don't know if you can do that, but whatever. The launch is gonna break. And why is Spriggan acting like an attack type? LOL, do you see this? What is going on here? LOL, that's hilarious. And Fafnir won, but seriously, that was hilarious. But then it's also because I launched this one extremely up too hard. So let's launch it a second. And let's try not to launch so hard. Actually, no, I'm gonna do it. Let me attach the launcher first. Do you see what I'm doing here? Yeah, you know why it's not working, right? Yeah, you know why. Now the action I use. Fafnir still wins. That sounds bad, right? Yeah, that was pretty bad. Whew, what a hit! I guess it just didn't stand much of a chance. Are you kidding me? I launched Pegasus on the floor! That's hilarious. I launched Pegasus on the floor. Well, I wanted to shoot him into the stadium and said, I shoot him onto the floor. Nice. For some reason, I want to do that again. Because I just do. Well, if it's going to stick to the launcher, that is. That was just horrible. No. We cannot get away with that. That was so bad. You know, I need to switch stadiums. Whoa. I just noticed that I've been in this stadium for way too damn long. Time to switch it up. Alright, now this is looking different. That was lovely. Did that guy just jump out and then jump back in? Because it sure looked like it, but it happened so fast that I'm not sure what honestly just happened there. That happened crazy fast. Too fast. Let's do the two Fafnir's in this one and see how they do. And it just spun out. Another fail. Still filter anyways. Weird. Well, he didn't burst this time. Lucky for him. Oh, this one he doesn't really touch it though. Heavenly Pegasus, why are you being such a difficult one to launch? Why? Come on, really? I really wanted to launch that quickly. No, you just had to let me down. Don't expect anything exciting for this battle because 99% of the time it ends in a tie, but I figured I'd just do it anyway because I usually just let these two fight at least once per burst battle video, so why not? Who knows, maybe something different might happen for us. Maybe. like a tie. Okay, has it been 20 minutes for burst? Or is it not? I don't know. I think I'll just go for just maybe 1 or 2 battles and call it quits. So, okay, let's go. Let's have these 2. Actually, no. Should I do these 2? Or should I... Well, maybe these 3. Yeah, why not? Why not finish off as a 3-sub? Oh, never mind. Oh, this is so messy. Oh my gosh. This is so very messy. Okay, let's use this one first since it has the stamina. Then I will use this one next. Then I will use this one last. Yeah. Okay, that resulted in somebody exploding. So yeah, I guess if you want to see more explosions and burst, you have to bring 3 into the stadium. Yeah. So with that in mind then, if I were to have 3 left spinners, would it do the same thing? Let's try that out. Well, that's if it's going to stick to the launch in the first place. Actually, no, you know what I was saying? If I'm going to do this, I should actually do the dynamite battle faster first. It's most difficult to get to the launcher. Didn't do that, so whatever. No explosions, and yeah, so I think for burst it's been a little bit over 20 minutes, but whatever. The phone overheated and it threw me off, so yes, that's that. So that's been it for this 1 hour-ish with the Microsoft Lumia 950 XL. And what do you think of it? Do you think it's better than the Razer Phone 2? Or even the Apple iPhone 8 Plus? Okay, I highly doubt anybody's going to say that it's better than the iPhone 8 Plus. Or who knows, maybe you might think that the sheer quality does. Maybe you think that the quality is better. I don't know. But for sure, the frame rate is not going to beat it because it's only recording in 30 frames per second, whereas the iPhone 8 Plus does that smooth, silky 60. And the same thing goes to the Razer phone. But what's nice about this one though is that it doesn't have that weird 4GB issue with the... Well, I shouldn't say issue, limitation rather with the micro SD card slot. Because I think with this phone, I'm allowed to move it, or doesn't have it. I don't know. I've moved some pretty big videos to the micro SD card slot, and it's never told me that, oh, this file is too big to move over, so it looks like it doesn't have it. I think that's actually an Android issue, it seems, or maybe for just certain handsets, who knows.